turning. When it comes up, you'll see that the chapter has associated with it 4 Excel files. Okay, so we've actually managed to load those Excel files on top. It's my phone. It's not loading up, it's being very slow. Here we are, here it is. So here's the chapter. And if I go down, we've actually got 4 Excel files that are associated with that chapter. And that chapter is associated with its book. Okay? Now, if I click this button here, it says Cite this chapter. And it'll bring up a citation for the chapter that any user can then take away and put into their bibliographic management tool. Okay? People are nodding in the audience because, of course, this is what you do with journals, isn't it? Okay? Typical. Common procedure in journals. I'm going to click off it because it's going to take too long. Go back to our statistics homepage. Now then, on the statistics homepage, we'll get rid of the top bit. We've got 3 columns. We've got databases, we've got tables, and we've got our statistical books. Just a word on our statistical books. We have no plans to stop producing our statistical books because people keep buying them. As long as people keep buying them, we'll keep producing them. It's as simple as that. These are the tables. I'll come back to them in a minute, and these are our data sets. Let me go into one of our data sets at random. So this is our employment and labour market statistics. Okay? It's broken up into a list of data sets. If I go in and actually open up the data, I've got to log in. I'm not. No, I'll work around that because it would actually go in the file and then you could pull out the citation. But if I go into the metadata, the home page for this particular object, it's not working. Why isn't it working? No, it is. Right. Now then, look. There's a button here saying cite this data set. So it's a citation that's going to come up. There, you can cite it. And you can take it away just as you would a journal article or a book chapter. And put it in EndNote or Ref Manager or ProCite or BibTeX, which are the 4 tools that we've got at the moment. And we'll be adding more because there are new ones coming along. So you can just simply take that citation away and manage it just as you would for the journal article. And then when you write your own journal article or book chapter, you can cite the data set as you would on a journal article. So it won't just appear as source OECD under the numbers that you use. You'll put it in the bibliography along with all the other stuff that you cited. And by doing that, the publisher that publishes your journal article will then make that citation available through the Crossref system so that people will be able to follow that and come straight to this page. Okay? If they click on the DOI link, it's the underlying linking technology, they will come directly to that page and they will be able to check what you said in your article was right or not. Okay? And it means that data sets will no longer be lost sheep. They're actually going to be integrated in the scholarly record just as much as journals and books. Okay? And that's what we've done in building our iLibrary. Now, we released a white paper on this. Back to the PowerPoint. We released a white paper that describes all the metadata that we used in the beginning of the year. And we're talking with people like NISO and others to see whether or not we can actually get the methodology that we've used here used and developed up as a standard for citing data sets. Because it's not just peculiar to statisticians. Okay, some of you may be aware there's a row going on in the climate change, the climate people about some emails that got out. Okay, now, in fact, what's the root of that problem? The root of that problem was that the data that those articles were written on are not public. And why are they not public? Because they couldn't be cited. Okay, there was no mechanism to publish them, and therefore no one can get to see the data. If the data was available, then there wouldn't be a row today. Okay. And the problem is, in fact, down to the fact that the data couldn't be published. And right across academia, there's a real challenge now and a great interest in how to publish data. And what we're doing at OECD is we're actually trying to work with other disciplines in order to try and get an academic-wide, research-wide mechanism, not only to publish data, but to cite data. And that's what we're working towards. I've got a gazillion meetings this week with people in other disciplines this year in order to try and push this idea and to show what we've done, because we're the first to actually put something live which uses all this sort of citation methodology. Okay? So there's the white paper, this the citation for the white paper, so you can go and look at that for yourself. So that's, I think, all I really want to say. The iLibrary is there. You can play with it. And if you want a free password, you can get free passwords, so you can actually go and play with the data. All the 300 data sets are there, integrated. I did promise you I would show you the key tables. Let me just go and show you the key tables, because they're fun. I've got a bit of time. The previous speakers spoke about the variety of audience types. Of course, we have exactly the same variety, from journalists all the way through to high-level researchers. High-level researchers are really happy with this stuff over here because it's the big cubes and you go and do it yourself. It terrifies the life out of me. I can't do it. Okay? But this is the sort of stuff I can cope with. It's not a great, we've only got 2 tables. These are ready-made tables that statisticians have made at the OECD, and we've published using some clever engine that connects to our database that then produces on the fly 3 outputs. It produces a web output, a PDF output, and an Excel output, ready to go, so that users can actually take away what they want. Okay, so they either take the Excel and play with it, they can take away the PDF and print it if they want, and there's a web version as well. And when this thing comes up, you'll see that every single table has its own home page, and every home page has its metadata, so it can be cited in exactly the same way as everything else. So here's the home page for this particular one, which is CO2 emissions. There's the table, okay? And you can just simply click on the Excel, click on the PDF if you want to take it away. And at the bottom, we've got all the details about, I haven't got the source here on this one. Why I haven't got the source here on this one? I think, why isn't the source here on this one?
It's a book, actually.
It's a book, all right, okay. But they have the source information in them and so on. Now, well, we're also managing these. You can see over here there's a date field, there's a date area, because as we produce new tables, we won't take the old ones away. Of course, the reason why we can't take the old ones away is if someone cited them, they've got to land on them. Okay? So we thought about that, so that if you cite the 2007 one, you follow the citation, you'll land on the 2007 one, but you'll be able to see instantly that there's newer ones. And you'll be able to click on the new one and come forward. Okay? So that's all engineered in the system. We've got 70 of these key tables built now. We aim to get to about 500 to 1,000 of these ready-made tables sometime next year, depending on how quickly we can knock them out. It's you can imagine a lot of work. And some people are asking, where do we come up with ideas for these key tables? Well, the answer is the users. So basically, as users ask us for help, we interpret that help, create a key table, and it's there for everybody else afterwards. Well, anyway, thank you for your attention. If you've got any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you very much. That was fascinating.